So the news is that David Haye versus Shannon Briggs is looking very, very likely indeed. Although I don't believe it's been officially signed, there seems to be some sort of agreement in place that Shannon Briggs, will now fight on the undercard of the David Haye card. I saw Steve Goodwin today, who I know is in charge of the undercard, confirming it on social media. Also, David Haye pretty much confirmed it in an interview with IFL TV. So Shannon Briggs does look like he's going to be fighting on the David Haye undercard, en route to a big summer-autumn clash between Shannon Briggs and David Haye. And for me, this summer is starting to look hotter and hotter and hotter in terms of boxing action. And Shannon Briggs versus David Haye, you may not think it's a competitive fight, and it may not be a competitive fight, but one thing it's going to be is entertaining. The build-up to that fight may well be better than the fight itself. It is going to be a pay-per-view WWE-style build-up. We saw today with Shannon Briggs storming the press conference, storming the Anthony Joshua weigh-in and getting in David Haye's face and flicking his hair. We've got 3 months of that to come. And David Haye looked very uncomfortable. He said in his interview that he was uncomfortable and he was really having to sort of control himself to not hit Shannon Briggs. And, he looked like he was annoyed with Briggs today. And that fight is going to build and build and build. There's no word yet as to Shannon Briggs' potential opponent on that undercard. But one would have to presume it's not going to be a world beater. Clearly that's going to be a big fight for both men. Clearly it's an occasion that's going to build and build and build, and they're not going to want Shannon Briggs to get derailed by losing to someone. So you'd expect he'll go in against relative unknown opposition, possibly adding to his already impressive tally of first-round knockouts. And then the stage will be set for David Haye versus Shannon Briggs for a very, very big fight. Presumably July, autumn, September, that sort of period of time. So it's going to be a very, very busy time for heavyweight boxing. If Joshua beats Martin, him fighting again on a pay-per-view, Tyson Fury versus Klitschko, and now David Haye versus Shannon Briggs. And it's a mega matchup. So Haye versus Briggs looks like it's moving in the right direction. Let me know your thoughts. Does anyone give Shannon Briggs a chance in that fight? He's got a good chin and he still hits hard, I guess, but I'd be with Haye for that particular fight. Let me know your thoughts. If you've enjoyed this, do hit the thumbs up.